Daytime Ottawa. Looky here. Derek has morphed into our friend Alex, who is usually on camera or in studio. Look at that. There he is. He's talking to Matt Demers. Look at him rushing
he's coming in.
Come on, Derek.
Oh, no.
You are late.
Whoa! Dude! What's going on?
You have a really good body double?
Listen, hold on. Just because you wear a bow tie
just like
doesn't mean
you.
you can just...
I thought it
Slide
was
in here.
you.
I can try.
He was sitting here, and I didn't even notice. I was just like, yeah, Derek, ready for the show. Looks great, eh?
This kind of is
Oh, yeah,
awkward.
right, yeah.
What are you working on today?
I'm supposed to be doing CG.
Well, get in the CG. What's going on here? What? Sorry, can we start the show over or something? Can we run
Welcome,
it?
Derek.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for showing up.
Well, good to be here. Wow, that was awkward. Okay, that was Alex, one of our fantastic volunteers. He looked the part.
He did.
Bow tie Tuesday.
He looked about the same height as you, same build. I really didn't notice a difference.
He's had his eye on my job for a while, I've noticed.
Well, you gotta be careful,
Have you guys
Derek,
been
eh?
chit-chatting?
No, I haven't. I've just been playing my harmonica.
Yeah. Denny Shortliff on the show today. Harmonica instructor. He's going to teach us how to play. 'Cause I've owned a harmonica for many, many years. I have no idea how to play.
You're just one of those guys who has the gear, doesn't really know how to use it.
People come over and they see the guitar leaning up against the wall, right? We've got a piano in the living room, and I pull this out and I just talk.
And you just wave it around, hoping that the wind will play it for you. There you go.
That's all I got. Denny, we need help.
So Denny Shortliff is here today, and he's going to be teaching us how to use these confounded things and look cool, and play different styles as well. So he'll give us all those tips.
We're going to learn a little blues today. Yeah. And not only is it Bow Tie Tuesday, can we just call it Pothole Tuesdays as well?
Because
oh my God, I hit 3 of the most gigantic potholes on my way in today. Well, of course, with the huge thawing that we've had, it's been a huge problem. And I know the city of Ottawa has people out and they're trying to fix them all, but it's not. I think I have some pictures.
Are you looking where you're going?
Well, of course I am, but you're going down a roadway and you've got people on both sides. Sometimes you can't help it, right? So I'm driving along and all of a sudden, like honestly, let's see the pictures here. These are some pictures that people have brought in, have actually sent to some local news and media establishments here in the city.
Oh, that was terrible.
That is like the kind of thing I hit. And we all remember the most famous pothole of them all that happened last year. Can we just show? There's the most famous pothole of them all that happened last year.
Has someone cleaned this up?
Remember the car? They left it there for something like 2 weeks and it started sliding down.
Well, luckily they fixed this one. Was this the one on the 174?
Yeah. That poor guy. I couldn't even imagine something like that happening.
Though.
He wasn't injured at all.
Which was great, but
I would be freaked out. But get on the potholes, man. You're scaring us to death.
They should invent something to cover the roads with so that potholes don't happen.
I know.
And don't occur. They should create a different kind of concrete or asphalt specifically for Canada and for Canadian
We
winters.
should bring this to like Dragon's Den or something, you and I. I mean, not that we have a clue at how to do it, but just
I have an idea.
Oh, you
vinyl. We'll use
vinyl.
Wait, no, that's terrible. There's no traction on vinyl. Scrap that idea. But speaking of innovation, I thought this was really cool. I have a couple pictures of this thing. I believe it's called a tech tip.
A tech tip.
So apparently there's this guy who invented these touch screen fingernails. So basically, I think, there we are.
Okay.
See that little pink cap on that person's finger there? That is the tech tip, and essentially what it is it enables you to use your fingernail as a stylus so that you can have more accuracy when you're using your touchscreen devices, which I think is really important because a lot of people out there.
It's kind of stylish too.
Well, yeah, and you glue that. Well, you glue it onto your fingernail. You glue it? So this is a new thing for ladies.
It's like a prosthetic?
Well, it's kind of like a gel nail. Okay, men will think of it as, yes, it's a prosthetic. If we think of artificial nails, then basically men think those are prosthetics as well. So you glue it onto your fingernail, and it comes in a pack of 10. I think they're going to be available in March or May. But this is really cool. They come in different colors.
Are they disposable? Can you use the same one over again?
You can use the same one over again, but when it starts to fall off, I think you apply a new one. You can use different
Understandable.
fingers. That's right.
Oh, wouldn't that be exciting? You can put, you could get 10.
That's right.
Put them on all 4 fingers.
And look like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, that would be, you could freak out people on the bus if you ride the bus.
But it's really fashionable. I thought it was really stylish.
I
would probably just carry it around with me. I wouldn't glue it on.
No?
No. I mean,
Well, then it's, yeah.
But then if you glue it on, you never lose it, which is really nice as well.
That's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Today
Yeah?
is a very important day because, of course, it's Bow Tie Tuesday,
That's
but
true.
it's also our Word of the Day.
That is correct. The smartest car ever contest happening with the Ottawa Sun, courtesy of the Ottawa Sun and Star Motors. And today's word of the day, let's bring it up on screen. There it is, switchboard. That's right, switchboard, an extra chance for you to win that incredible smart car. Speaking of incredible, we have an incredible show for you today. Derek Marcotte is here from Terrian Boxing. He's going to give us some self-defense tips.
Yeah, we got Matt Demers, Mr. Hollywood. This is what we do, Matt, every single time we talk about you. These are
jazz hands.
Jazz hands. That's right. He's going to be giving us his hot list for the 2013. The celebrities he's going to be watching, the entertainment stories he'll be watching, and the events he'll be checking out as well.
Yeah, we're going to do a little look back on the year that was in the entertainment business. We have not one, but two kitchen segments. Jennifer Cameron is here with her daughter in the kitchen teaching us how to make homemade marshmallows, and Dr. Joelle is joined by Wendy, and they are going to be telling us about a brand new kitchen studio, something for everybody to live a healthier life.
Yep, and Search and Rescue Global One is here talking about their Winterman fundraiser, and they of course serve such a great purpose here in our community. So we'll be talking about how to stay safe in the winter, what you should do to make sure you don't get lost in the first place.
That's right. Think fast, Lois. Oh, you need better self-defense. We'll learn that right after this. Don't go anywhere.
Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. It is important to know how to defend yourself, right?
True.
And that's what a lot of martial arts teach, and that's actually what our next guest is going to be teaching us, some self-defense tips. His name is Derek Marcotte. He is from Terrian Kickboxing. Welcome to the show.
Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. Now, Terrian Kickboxing, martial arts, I guess you guys teach a lot of different types of martial arts.
Yeah. A lot of the schools, primarily jiu-jitsu, self-defense.
Okay.
Some schools are doing more Brazilian jiu-jitsu nowadays too, so it's more like grappling, wrestling type stuff.
Right.
Kickboxing, great fitness-based program, or competitive-based, depending on your goals.
Well, as Lois said, I mean, learning how to defend yourself, so important. You're going to give us a little demonstration of a couple.
She will.
Okay, she's going to give a demonstration. So let me just first of all say we're friends, Lois, okay? We're buddies, all right? Just take it easy on the old man, all right? So what's the first sort of thing do you want to teach us today, Derek?
Something really easy. Maybe like somebody's pulling you up from behind.
Okay.
You know, so if somebody's
Lois is sort of walking.
She's walking along, you grab her from behind,
Okay,
you're
so
trying to pull her back. Now,
so
in
where
high
am I
heels, well, that's reality, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right by the wrist, perhaps. Maybe she's got her hands on her side, she's got
Okay,
her purse or
hands
something.
on her side, and I
She's
grab
gonna
her here.
Okay.
Now, what's going to happen, you just don't grab somebody, you want to pull them back, right?
Right.
So you have to regain your balance. You have to drop your weight a little bit. They call it like a horse stance, like you're riding a super fat Canadian
this?
horse.
Okay.
Kinda, yeah. Now, essentially, what's going to happen?
Kinda, yeah.
Kinda, yeah.
Not really, actually, but kind of.
But then what's going to happen, especially with those beautiful high heels, all you're gonna more or less do from here, you're gonna more or less shift your weight to one leg to stabilize yourself, and you do what's called a back kick, almost like a horse kicking.
Oh no!
Now wherever it lands, right? So
Right.
you know.
Well, let's be
essentially-
honest. That's probably where you want to aim.
Exactly.
Right?
That's
Of
most
course,
sensitive.
you want to take out as best you can.
Yeah.
The areas that will make them scream and cry. And
So you want to try that again in full motion? So you're
So,
walking along,
I'm
la
walking
da da da.
You're walking along.
And I go like this,
More or
and
less.
bam!
Now what's happening here? He's perfect position. Hands go over top onto his back. A
Like-
friend of mine
like
calls it
this?
angry rainbow. And then from here you can give him multiple strikes in knees.
Oh, okay.
And then you can run. Well, and do the
then I'll
boomerang
run.
thing. Take your heels off, throw it at him.
And then it'll just come back to you.
Exactly. Catch it.
Right? The famous
Right,
Eddie
right,
Murphy.
right,
We were
right.
talking about that during the break. Eddie Murphy's mom.
What's another scenario that we can talk about?
I'll try to use Eddie Murphy as an example. Maybe one wrist grab. Somebody's pulling you like that, sort of.
Okay.
idea. I mean, there's a ton of way for
All right,
all
so
these.
I'm gonna come
When
and
you
grab her here.
Now it's happening. Same idea. One let's lower your center of gravity from
Okay.
here. Now it's going to happen. There's a couple things you can do. A really good one, which we have to make contact, is you're going to step in and give him a left hand slap. Poof.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. Now from that part, essentially you're here. You can more or less cross over, striking on the forearm.
Down here.
And then from that point on, maybe a knee strike. Awesome. And again,
Okay.
run with
Run away and throw the
You'll
shit.
get it, Right. okay.
Those are just a couple of examples.
Right.
I mean, there's so many you can do. I mean, if you were taller, if you're shorter, they may not work.
Right.
But that's the beauty about some martial arts. You can learn different things.
What about when you're walking along? What sort of advice would you give to people? Because everybody's on their phones now. They're listening to music. What are some of the safety tips, even before an attack actually happens?
Be aware of your surroundings.
Right.
Be aware of the elements. That's a big thing. If you're in a restaurant, if you're in a bar, nowadays the big things. Recently had a tragic death in the city, a well-known person. But being aware of your surroundings, being aware of the emergency exits, for example.
Right.
Maybe being aware of just kind of more questionable-looking people.
Okay.
And just being aware of that. Just being a bit more aware of your surroundings is a big hint.
A lot of people. Well, sorry, go on.
No, just having a basic understanding too, a basic base of self-defense is.
Right.
Well, a lot of people might be worried about, say, maybe they're using a really fancy phone on
yeah.
the bus. Somebody grabs it. What do you do when somebody's grabbing and you're trying to play tug of war with an item like a purse, like a phone, something like that?
That would really depend. I mean, ultimately, depending on the situation, give it to them, call the police. If it's a phone, it's a phone. Really,
Right.
is it worth your life? Again, just recently, the gentleman got stabbed 7 times,
Yeah.
for something
Right.
stupid. Sometimes it's just not worth it, regardless of the fancy phone or not. Call the police, have somebody else call the police if it's on the bus or something. Things just.
I couldn't agree more, because a materialistic
Yeah.
thing is a material. At the end of the day, take the phone and then
What's
let's
a fancy
hope
phone
the
nowadays
police
is
can
going
find-
to. What's a fancy phone nowadays is going to be history in a year from now.
Yeah.
Right.
So.
Have you got one more example we can do before we run out of time here?
Oh,
One more
this
scenario?
one's nasty. This one's
Okay.
nasty.
Oh, nasty. We like nasty.
All right. Say for example, you're hugging her from behind.
Okay.
From in front.
So I'm coming
from in front.
Okay,
Say for
like
example,
this,
that way.
I'm grabbing her.
Remember this? You're here. You're more or less grab onto him as best you can. You grab on. Knee strike. And then from that point on, push and run.
then push.
That's what I would do.
And then run.
Sometimes a lot of our systems encourage a throw. But
Okay.
personally, I don't want to. I've just defended myself. I don't want to. I want to put myself back in harm's way. I want
Right.
to get out of
Right.
there and move on as
So
fast as
it
possible.
really is. What you're saying is, make sure you have a good balance.
Lower your center of gravity.
Yeah, and get away. Like make that strike and just get the heck
Just
out
do
of there.
enough so that you can run and get out of there.
Yeah.
Full schedule programming on your available on the website there?
Yeah, website. I do have to apologize for the viewers. It's a little archaic.
Okay.
But it's when the websites were etched in under internet world, and it's. But yeah, it's ultimately there. Basically, the basics are there. It's at
Excellent.
terrymartialarts.com.
And that's how people get in touch with you. Thank you so much, Derek.
My pleasure.
That was a lot of fun.
Thank
Well,
I'm just saying, it's fun to learn new things and learn how to defend yourself and maybe kick a little bit of butt.
yeah, you had fun. I know
Thank
you did.
so much. Okay, well, coming up next, we have Matt Demers, Mr. Hollywood, in the studio with us, talking about what's hot for 2013. That's coming up after the break. Are these Hollywood figures?
I don't know.
Lace away. Get there wet and warm by your embrace. Warm. I'm working the north and south below.
It was quite the year in the entertainment industry in 2012. We're going to do a little look back on 2012 and a look ahead in the entertainment industry for 2013. We are joined by Mr. Hollywood himself, Matt Demers. Matt, welcome to the show. Great to have you here. Good to see you. And that's your thing,
That's
right?
I've never done this in my life.
I know. I don't know what this is. I think
love-
she's just voguing it for us.
I love the enthusiasm.
Well, let's look back at the year of 2012 in the entertainment. Let's start with movies. What were the big we just saw the Golden Globe, so obviously we saw a number of them.
As Donald Trump would say, 2012 in movies was huge. It was huge. You can't talk about big movies without talking about superhero movies.
Right.
What do you guys think? Biggest superhero
yeah.
movie? Throw one out.
Avengers?
The new Batman was fantastic.
Those are my top
Absolutely
two.
fantastic.
Avengers, how huge was that?
Oh, yeah.
Biggest movie of the year. It's bringing Iron Man, Thor, Captain America. If you have kids at home, little boys, they're all over this.
Yeah.
They love it. The Dark Knight Rises.
Amazing.
That was a
The
great
villain
movie.
in that film was absolutely fantastic.
Bane.
Yeah.
Could you understand him with
No.
the
Not a thing.
They
No.
even